Hi guys, welcome! In this video, we're showcasing the prowess of Ranger's ADL Build and test out their Marker of Winds master skill on the ROMC beta test server. We'll find out if my ADL Ranger build can solo clear brave difficulty dungeons. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. First, let's take a look at Ranger's master skill. Marker of Winds is an active debuff skill that you can cast on a single target. Once marked, the target takes 50% more auto-attack damage from you and you gain true sight, so they can't hide from you. This mark lasts 30 seconds and can't be dispelled, which makes it especially useful in Komoda and memory dungeons where bosses can't be debuffed. The first passive, Audience of Wind, grants a 5% to 25% chance to dodge damage coming from the marked target, so it will help you survive longer. The second passive, Swift Ride, increases your auto-attack distance by up to 30%, letting you attack the boss from a safer distance. And the third passive, Rise of Wind, procs another Fear Breeze damage on all marked enemies within 12 meters. It also boosts Fear Breeze damage by 10% to 100% and makes it scale with Vulture's Eye, Heavy Arrow, and Marker of Winds. The only downside is that Fear Breeze can't crit, so it won't hit hard as your auto attacks. It also needs Decent Hit and Ignore Death to land and deal good damage. Up next, here's an overview of the build I used for the showcase. For stats, I maxed out Dex to boost range physical attack, and then Agi to ensure that I reach the 480% attack speed cap even with a penalty from Exceed Break. To take advantage of this high Agi investment, I inlaid a Dragonfly Star card in my garment for extra AA damage bonus. The remaining points went to luck to increase my crit rate. For master skills, I maxed Marker of Winds to level 10 for a full damage boost, and then the Swift Ride passive to level 5 for extra attack range. In terms of gears, I focused first on hitting the 480% attack speed even with Exceed Break's penalty. Then I just pump up my range physical attack, crit rate, crit damage, AA damage, and other physical damage modifiers. This is my usual setup against large size MVPs, though I do swap out cards and headwear depending on the boss. Personally, I find Divine Card's Lifesteal effect super helpful for solo runs as it procs often, completely refilling my HP bar. Now let's see how my Ranger performs in PvE instances. Before entering the dungeon, I prep with Meal Bees, Awakening Potion, Elemental and Attack Alloys, 5 stacks of Satisfied Feast, and 1 Original Will Green Barbecue for a little extra insurance. All in all, with self-buffs, here are the stats I end up with. First, let's head to Lost Isle Brave difficulty and see how much damage I can do. Since Magma Golem is a fire element, I equip a K2 Linux card on armor and a K2 Linux head face item. I'll also use Crystal Arrows to convert my attacks to water for the 2x damage bonus against fire. Before the fight starts, I cast Prepare for Elite to activate all my buffs at once. This includes True Sight, Wind Walk, and Exceed Break. Then I cast Marker of Winds on the boss. After that, I just hit auto and let my Ranger shoot her arrows on the boss. As you can see, my critical auto attacks deal between 1.2 to 1.6 million damage. Fear Breeze only deals around 32k damage since I didn't invest in Ignore Death. Next, in Lost Isle 2nd floor, we'll face Sea Spirit Totem, which is of Ghost element. Hence, I switched to 2 Magway cards on accessories and equipped the Mermaid tier face item. I'll also use Invisible Arrows to convert my attacks to Ghost for the 2x damage bonus against Ghost. Here, each auto attack hits for 1.6 to 2.2 million damage. The damage output is more stable since the boss is stationary and I don't need to move a lot, maintaining the 30% AA damage bonus from improved concentration. Up next, let's head to Ponapimisium Island Brave difficulty. Since Fantastic Dragon Galarantan is of Undead element, I'll use 2 Scarecrow cards on accessories and a Mini Nightmare tail item. I'll also use Fire Arrows for the 2x damage bonus against Undead. As you can see, each auto attack can inflict 1.2 to 1.8 million damage. In Museum Island 2nd floor, we face late King's Chess Knights, which is another Ghost Element boss, so I reused the same setup that I used against Sea Spirit Totem. Here I'm only hitting for 1 to 1.2 million damage per auto attack. Next, let's head to Palace of Ghosts Brave difficulty. Kain is another fire element boss, so I reused the same setup that I used against Magma Golem. As you can see, each auto attack deals 1.3 to 2 million damage against Kain. Finally, let's test my Ranger's performance in instances with large waves of mobs such as Oracle Elite 9. For this trial, I used my go-to setup but switched my headwear card to Orcure card to avoid stun. As you can see, I struggled clearing even just the first wave of mobs since auto attacks only hit one target at a time. And there you have it, that's my ADL Ranger's performance in PvE. It's definitely viable in instances with only a single boss, such as the 1st and 2nd floors of Ponape Museum Island, Lost Isle, and Palace of Ghosts. However, it's a struggle in mob-heavy instances like Oracle and Constellation Tower since you can only hit one enemy at a time. So what do you guys think? Is it worth investing in the ADL Ranger build? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, that's it for this video guys. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed watching this guide. If you're new here, I would love you to consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button down below. I would love to have you back. Thank you for watching and see you in our next episode.